Are you guys there? Can you hear me speak? Yo, 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 guys, am I not coming through or what? I just need to know if I'm actually coming through right now, guys. Am I? Oh, Samantha H. What's up? What's up? Are those the actual A's in the chat? You can hear me, Mark Roach. You can actually hear me talk right now. Nice. That's good to know. Well, I had to start a whole backup system because I have no idea. I have no clue what the heck just happened. But it looks like we're live. So that's a good thing. And what's really crappy is that I had all my tickers ready on the other side, right? So let's just go ahead and start pulling them up because that really sucks, you guys. Thank you everybody for stopping by again. I'm not gonna lie, this actually has me pretty annoyed, but it's all good. Everything was tested, everything was looking good before the stream was starting, and then bam. So I mean, yeah, guys, I'm actually just using the laptop mic right now as I have no clue what in the world happened, right? So but it's all good. We just have to move along, right? So let me just go ahead and load a couple tickers right over here, and then we'll get everything started, as I do have a whole list of things that we had already ready and prepared. My goodness, man. Really sorry about that, you guys. So actually, yeah, I believe FNGR is something that's going to be coming in this list today. Okay, so let me just make sure that I can get all of the other tickers in, because this is, guys, I apologize about that, you guys. I have no idea what happened, but I am back and everything is cooling. At least we got to enjoy some music right before this thing just went berserko, right? Not sure what happened. My goodness, man. Sorry about that, you guys. So yeah, so it looks like on let me pull up the list on the other computer actually, because that would be better for me to use. Jeez, you have no idea the mess I just created in like removing all the stuff from the desk so I can come in here and and get this thing rolling with you guys once again, right? Really sorry about whatever just happened, you guys, but everything is cool right now. Okay, so I do have a few tickers that I already put together, especially the ones that we owed the last time, right? So including let's see, well, of course we're going to start off with the NDX, right? Thanks, Dame Time, really appreciate that, you guys. So yeah, we're going to start off with the NDX. We're going to do VS, CEOS, ticker symbol FNGR. We had CEOS already, right? So let me just go ahead and get that one out of the way. Okay, we have ticker symbol MULN, TRKA, OBSV. By the way, what is up with OBSV? Like, what is up with that ticker? A lot of people talking about it. And I see that it actually pumped to the upside pretty nicely, right? But I'm not exactly sure what's happening with that ticker all in all, right? But good vibes. Saying anyone knows if LHDH stock would be, yeah, actually that's the delisting of, I think that was delisted tomorrow, right? So it's going to be entirely suspended, and then it's going to actually come back as a pink sheet, as an OTC ticker. As far as my understanding, right? So I would really like for you guys to kind of validate that a little later. But yeah. So yeah, JC Entertainment, we're definitely going to be taking a look at ticker symbol TRKA. So again, you guys, I apologize if it doesn't sound as clear as it usually does, because I'm not exactly sure with what happened with the audio system here. But one moment we were receiving audio, everything was tested, everything was good right before I went live, and then right when I went live, it just didn't do it. It was super strange, very strange. You know what I mean? So thank you, Samantha. I'm happy that it actually is coming out. I mean, at least it's clear right now, right? So let me continue loading these tickers right over here, okay? Because we do have, I'm telling you, everything was already prepped on the other computer. And then just as this started, or just as we were about to do our thing, nothing. Gone. Right? So, Stick Vicious, what is up, my dude? Good to see you. Very, very happy to see you here. And I think I saw a couple. I'm not exactly sure who donated what, right? But I think I may have seen you the last time, and I really appreciate that, my dude. I can't tell you how much that means to me, right? But again, I'm just telling everybody right now that I'm actually preparing just real quick before we get started, right? Everything was already ready to go, man. It really sucks. Really sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I can. I bet I can tell, or I bet you can tell, that my demeanor or my tone of voice doesn't sound as lively, right? This man, guys, this really knocked me out, and I hate it. I hate it. But luckily, we have this really awesome freaking laptop that just came through again. Remember the last time I just stopped out of nowhere? Oh, goodness gracious, guys. Oh, yeah, for real. I just need to take a deep breath and do the damn thing. Right? I don't even know what I just clicked right now, but let me just get out of that. Oh, goodness, man. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not the one we need. Oh, goodness, guys. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. I literally reversed the roles right now. I'm looking at my typical screens where I use the stream, right? And now I just have the laptop right now. So yeah, you know what? I can continue loading these things up right after, actually. So let me just load up the NDX, and because we already have a few of them loaded, which is already a good thing. So the reason why you see so many freaking oh, you know what? I can actually let me grab my adapter for my mouse. Hold on. This is gonna make it a lot easier for me to kind of navigate, right? So let me just take my USB thing out of this, and now put it on the adapter here for the laptop, right? Wow, all that preparation for literally nothing. So funny, so funny. But we're good. We're good. Let me just get at least the damn mouse into that, and then I think, yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness, that's so much better. So yeah, let me grab the NDX, and we'll put it right over here. Apologies for all of these tickers, man. It's just the laptop is a real project right now I'm working on. So thank you, Steve. That's very nice of you, man. Thank you so much. I know I don't sound as lively right now as I usually do, right? It's just like I got knocked out. The entire audio system actually went out for some reason, and this is why you're hearing me in a little bit of a different voice than what I usually sound like, right? It's just I'm going through the laptop mic instead of the actual live stream setup or the video setup, right? So, but I really appreciate everybody for stopping by. Look at this crowd already getting very nice. We're gonna start off the analysis, you guys, just like we always do. We want to validate what the broader markets are doing. So we'll take a look at this ticker NDX. Okay, I mean, there's many ways that we can look at this, though. You know what I mean? We could literally look at an NDQ. We can look at the QQ, the triple Qs. We can look at the TQQQ. There's a lot of things that we can look at, but I feel like taking a look at the Nasdaq 100. It's a pretty good example for us to evaluate what the potentials are for the markets in the coming days, right? But please already notice that, I mean, even right over here, we just noticed this on the live stream on Thursday night. We noticed a huge bullish engulfing here on the daily print, and we said likelihood of the price action going to the upside is great, and this was the resistance level that we were looking at, right? And the price action is continuing it. So if you're not familiar with candle analysis, it's just a bullish engulfing literally consists of a larger body green candle engulfing the previous day or the previous candle. The red, it has to be red and green though. Okay, so when you have this inversely, then you would actually call that a bearish engulfing, right? So yeah, so in this case, very good bullish engulfing we noticed, and the price action continued onto the upside. Please focus on the RSI. On the daily right over here, we have this very important bullish cross happening upside of the 14-day simple moving average, which is literally telling us that we still have a lot of upside to go. And I'm not sure if this upside may be limited though, right? Because we're starting to get a lot of weird sentiment in the broader markets, which could be indicative of a potential bear trap coming in, right? So let us just kind of focus on the broader markets real quick. For those of you who are just stepping in, let us just focus on the broader markets just for the first, 5-10 minutes. And then we will continue on with the ticker picks, including, all the popular tickers that everybody's looking at, like FNGR, TRKA, FRGT, HOBZ, all that good stuff, right? We'll get right into that. But we want to understand first where the broader markets are going, right? So chat, please let me know if my voice is actually still coming through clear, right? Because I'm still a little self-conscious right now. I'm not hearing myself in the headphones, which I'm really accustomed to now. So I'm speaking to you in a bare voice. All right. So, all right. So anyway, you guys, so let's go ahead and just look at the immediate short-term time frame, 30-minute RSI, right? And let's gauge the potentials right here. So it looks like we're critically overbought in the 30-minute. This is likely to live out pretty fast. Remember, it's just a 30-minute. So the bi-hourly time frame is actually suggesting some consolidation, but we're getting a small hint from that 14-day simple moving average. It's suggesting that upside, and we're also sitting right inside of these are the grips of the bull strength percentile. So this is a very good thing. Thank you so much for that. That really means a lot, my dude. Really appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I'm a little annoyed, but all of your comments and all of your support is helping relieve that so greatly right now. You guys, you should know that I appreciate everybody so much, right? It's especially when you can tell that I'm not in the best stance right now. It's just this thing really screwed it all up, right? So let's move on. Let's go to the 6 hour and see what it's got for the NDX. And we have a little bit of consolidation on that NDX 6 hour, right? Still a little bullish on that RSI signal. And I'm sorry, for the 14-day simple moving average, right? So this is still looking like it may have some upside to go, which is why I'm telling you that maybe this target should be around that area where we should expect a pretty strong pullback. And that would be literally between, let's see, here they are, 12,390 and about 12,442. So we already saw the daily RSI. So now let's go ahead and look at that bi-daily. Okay, yeah, so the bi-daily is suggesting a very limited upside. If you can look right over here, it is a potential that we can face that resistance right up here. If we're trying to kind of meet the RSI signal to that 14-day simple moving average, right? So yeah, you guys, I'm definitely looking at a limited upside for ticker symbol NDX. And just, expect a pullback from here. But if we do end up filling all the way to the top, then we may very well face a very strong resistance right up here after a couple days or a few days of upside, okay? But still, I'm definitely looking at the bi-daily giving us a limited upside, and that's very likely where we can find some type of pullback and then eventually come back down to test the 50-day exponential moving average at about 12,022. So that's going to do it for ticker symbol NDX, right? So let's not leave a rating for this, right? As I'm not exactly sure what could happen for this, but let's continue on the analysis here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on now, you guys, to ticker symbol VS. As I know there's a lot of people asking me about this, right? So on the Discord, we talked about something very important actually. We spoke about not failing. And it was in response to, I believe, T. Wood. I think it was him who asked a question behind this, right? So he asked, what is it looking like, right? So I expressed to him this target here. So 64.91 to 65.97 is an incredibly important support that we must not fail. Okay, so this is absolutely something that we are looking at for the last saving grace is kind of what I'm trying to tell you, right? So if something is going to happen here, it would be very likely for it to be a type of double bottom before a continuation to the upside. But we can continue validating this, right? So if you notice here, the bi-hourly time frame is the RSI, I mean, it is suggesting an upside already, and we're within that gravitational zone, which would essentially take us to the upside, right? So let's continue moving on the time frames in the on the RSI and see what we got. So 6 hours is giving us a little bit of consolidation. We have some consolidation on the 12 hour as well. Let's jump in right into that daily and also Also the bi-daily. Okay, so definitely lots of consolidation happening here. The bi-daily is suggesting the downside, but the 3-day is suggesting a very limited downside. So the space between the RSI signal and that 14-day simple is kind of why I'm saying that this is that very critical zone that we really should try to maintain, right? So if things end up crossing below that, please I can see the amount of I don't know if this is a wise thing to say out loud, right? But I can see kind of the manipulation happening in this, and why I mean manipulation is very much in respects to volatility versus momentum, as this is primed for, I'm talking about both volatility and momentum. They are primed for a massive upside, and the price appears to be suppressed. So as you can take, I mean, please take a look here that we are either coming down from critical volatility on multiple time frames, alongside just being way oversold on the momentum several time frames, suggesting that. So as we move up into the 3-day, you can see that how just primed this is, right? So we're looking for that oval right over here. So now into the 5-day, it looks like this. Let me just make it a little larger, right? So the correction from the faster moving average, being the 3-day exponential moving average, is starting to actually want a curve. So this would actually move first before the 14-day. So it's curious how price is being kind of held back from what it should be doing, right? So, but remember, guys, the statistical backtest, it was on a daily, read, right? So we want to remember that it wasn't a 100% upside, right? So we were definitely looking at 64.70% chances that we would make that upside on out of 34 total iterations for almost a 100% move to the upside. It doesn't look invalidated. However, I would just like to express that there are these type of flows, right? So in doing these types of flows, it allows for bulls to continue reaccumulating, right? But please remember also, we have a bearish formation, a very rare breakout out of an ascending broadening wedge on a smaller term time frame. So VS is still looking like it wants to move up. And I know actually T Wood posted something very important for us to take a look at in the Discord regarding price action potentially moving up soon based on fundamental metrics. Not exactly sure what that was, but the technicals are suggesting all consolidation and slightly bullish. Guys, please let me know if so it's not just me. All right, let me do something about that. Hold on. Of course it would be. Just a sec, you guys. So I just want to let you guys know that there is a storm outside. There is not a storm. There's a rain outside, and there's also wind. So just in case, right? So let me just start removing the Wi-Fi from a few devices here and see if that can actually help. All right. So please let me know if it starts getting any better as well, guys. Please. Is it sounding a little better now? Wow. Yeah, let me know, guys. Is it sounding a little better now? Super bunch of issues today, right? What do you think, you guys? Is it sounding a little better? Chat, are you still there? Yo, yo, yo. Check 1 2. Check, check, check. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Check, 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 check. Guys, are you still there? Please let me know if you are still there, because we've been having some issues with Wi-Fi kind of all day. So let me know if it's starting to sound a little better right now. Okay, so it's sounding a little better, Mark Roach? It's not skipping as much anymore? 20-second delay is ridiculous. That's crazy. Okay, try refresh the audio. Okay. All right, good. So as long as it's getting better, then that's good. I just want to make sure I turned off a few. I turned off a few things, you know, that use Wi-Fi. It's skipping again right now. Wow. So actually, the internet company sent us in a notification that there may be some internet issues coming up because of the wind and because of the rain. Oh, okay. So you just refreshed it and it sounds better? You're talking about refreshing like the whole page, right? Yeah, I'm telling you guys, there's like some type of internet issue. I noticed that the views were starting to go down. I'm like, what the heck is going on? This really, really sucks. What's up, guys? You still there? Mark Roach, let me know if you're still there, dude, if you can actually hear me. Oh, okay. All right. I just want to make sure that it's sounding okay. Kenny Powers, you're saying it sounds good right now? That's good to know. All right. All right, cool. Damn. Jeez, just nothing but issues today, right? Jeez. The stream is literally an inverse herpenderp. Goodness gracious, man. What the heck is going on? My goodness. All right. It's like thanks, Gil. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, I'm over here just herping and derping around. Just what is happening today? Michael Dixon, you're still lagging. They were saying for you to refresh the entire page. Okay, Stick Vicious sounding. Yeah, guys, try to restart your. Just you know, exit your YouTube and come right back in. And then it should be better. That's what a lot of people are kind of doing, right? So Michael, try that if you're still getting a lot of glitch. I can actually see that the chat is starting to come back in now that we reset a few things. Estás muy bien, says Sean Cervantes. Okay, cool. All right. Nice. So I'm getting a lot of confirmations that it is sounding much better. I'm happy about that, you guys. Thank you. All right, so guys, that's yeah, I just want to let you know, man. There's just VS is looking like it almost looks like it's actually being suppressed, right? And everything I'm talking about the higher term timeframes are very powerful, and they're suggesting a pop very soon, right? But Mark Roach, what do you mean by that? It just skips for a second? Okay. All right. As long as I'm still kind of being heard, then we're okay. It's not skipping now, says Daniel M. Richard saying it's not skipping for me. Try refreshing, guys, if you're skipping audio. T Wood, what's up, man? And Michael Dixon, it sounds better now? Stick Vicious, what is up, my dude? You're starting the buffer, JD? Did you already get that refreshed? Samantha H, what does it sound like? Okay, all right, Daniel M saying I sound fine now. David Parr, what's up, my dude? Good to see you. Mr. Levitt saying it's not as bad as people are saying. Carry on, please. Okay, cool. All right. So, pause and I allow a few seconds to go by so the stream goes a bit ahead, then press play and it sounds good. Okay. Sometime it sound cuts off. Okay, I can. Sounds good. Can hear you. Vid is just buffering at times. Good. The video is what I'm hearing, that kind of buffers a little bit. Okay, cool. So it seems like it's okay now, right? I actually have an idea. Let me do this. I wanted to see if I can actually load the chat. How can I do that? Let me see if I can load the chat on the side here. That would be incredibly useful. Because I'm having some, I'm actually having some trouble with everything right now, right? So it's looking okay, you guys. I'm gonna load the chat right over here, and I'm gonna try and exit Chrome on the other side in just a moment. Let's see, and let me quit this, and I'm gonna make a little bit of space right over here for the chat. Right, so just on the side like this, and then I'm gonna put that chat up, right? So let's see. Very cool. So I'm gonna leave the chat right on the side right over here so I can see what everybody is saying, right? And I think this should be pretty good. So what does this, is it actually better now, guys? I think I just did another adjustment to something. Yeah, hedgies are totally, everybody's saying that. That's so funny. No, I don't. Alex, I do not have any of that equipment. In fact, the audio interface is an analog audio interface. Diamond Music Production, what's up, man? Good to see you. Sean here is saying to try 720, but I actually just tried to relieve a little more stress from the Wi-Fi, so check that out now, because I feel like that could have been another thing kind of hindering that quality, right? So I'm just gonna make a little bit of space here, as I don't typically stream with just one screen, right? Oh, wow, that's really annoying. So I'm not gonna be able to see that, or what? Is there any way to just leave that floating? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. All right, you guys, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna refer back to the chat a couple times, right? So you can see how it just disappears, right? I'm not sure exactly how I can leave that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how I can leave it floating, right? But let's see. I think if I do my playback reduction right now, I think I actually have to be out of this in order for me to kind of understand that, right? But it's just like the whole area that we're in right now is having some issues. Really angry that I actually can't leave this floating on top. Like, it goes away. See, it goes away the moment I click on it. So annoying. All right, so how about this? Check it out now. Are you guys able to see if you can change the whatever? Your stream? Hound saying unwatchable. Right, so I just stopped everything so I can come back in. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I was gonna stop everything so I can come back in. So now check it. Now see if it changes. This is killing me. Look at that. There's literally 10 people in here right now. Oh my goodness. It just got back and it sounds good? Oh my goodness. You got Windows 98, so you're good. Only the diehards are here. It's coming back, literally. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous, guys. This is insane. Okay. All right, really stoked that it sounds better now. Really stoked that there isn't any stupid crap going on here. Nice. Very, very nice. All right, so man, guys, it's amazing how I just like everybody's being swung to the left and swung to the right, and then everybody just comes back in and they're like, what's going on? Oh my goodness, man, they're really trying to stop your boy from talking. Oh goodness gracious, man. The results for this stream are going to be really funny. The ups and downs are going to be so funny to see. Man, stress level on max right now, guys. You have no clue. Oh goodness. Guys, if it gets crazy again, we just need to we just probably have to just stop today, because they're gonna just tell us like, nah, we Arca cannot talk anymore. This guy needs to shut up for a bit. I will find Wi-Fi at a Starbucks. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and just move on. Let's go ahead and look at ticker symbol CEOS. I don't even know how to take this damn stream. There's nothing I could. There's like all the notes that I was taking they're just screwed everywhere. Nothing to do with anything anymore. Two different streams. This is basically, this is actually a new stream. Remember when it disappeared and you came back in? It was just literally a whole other stream. You can't fight Mother Nature? Nope. Really crappy, you guys. Oh my goodness. Let's just talk TRKA all night. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, the chat is like pretty much gone, right? So yeah, why not? Let's let me load up TRKA. Let's see what TRKA. The whole plan is gone. Like the whole whatever we were looking at earlier, whatever we were doing earlier, that is just entirely gone. So let's just look at TRKA. Yeah, I still got you, man. I still got you. We got to look at ticker symbol FNGR too. So yeah, we'll look at that too. Okay, so man, my goodness. Let's get it. Let's look at it. Let's look at TRKA. So very interesting targets that we're facing here, right? So I actually think I have another load of this, so I'm gonna load that one as well. Let me take a look. Let's see. It could be. I could use this one, I think. Yeah, guys. I wanna take a look at TRKA with you, right? So this was actually the play that I posted on the Discord, right? So the including all the entries and everything, right? So let's see what price action is actually suggesting, because we're looking at a 3-day upside. Let me see the RSI in the 30-minute and see what it's got. Are you guys long TRKA, by the way? Is anybody already in? Because I think I actually missed my entry. 30-minute a little bearish. We have a little bit of sideways trading, a little bearish on the bi-hourly too. Let's see. Okay, well that's good. As long as some of you are actually going long on this, and that's good. So we still have a little bit of an upside bias here on the Stick Vicious, dude. The new weatherproof equipment fund. We're just gonna have to get Arca a freaking I don't know, man. We're gonna have to change Arca's name. Nobody's gonna know, and then everybody's gonna be invited secretly without the hedgies knowing, right? And we're gonna all discuss in a very private place, very shush place, and that's how we're gonna get our edge. They're trying to shut me down. Tell them no, chat. Tell them do not shut me down. Stop shutting me down. I just want to look at a freaking chart. That is all I'm trying to do. Stick Vicious coming through, man. I love you, man. Thank you so much. Let's get me an office in NORAD. Oh my goodness, man. Don't even trip. I actually know somebody there. Yeah, Miss L, leave Arca alone. My goodness. carrier pigeons. Stop the carrier pigeons. Anyway, man. So yeah, let's look at the 12-hour TRKA. Actually, this is looking very bullish on the 12-hour, so this is good. This is very good. Renaissance Wolf, what's up, man? So there's about a million tickers that I actually didn't look at because of all this crap. Starlink for Arca is right. Peso Amy, let's go. It's the Matrix, man. It might as well be. All right, so the 12-hour is actually looking very bullish for TRKA. If the daily is suggesting this downside here, so this would be very likely to happen. Okay, so if we're suggesting to come back to the if this is asking for us to come back to the 14-day simple, then we could potentially find ourselves coming right back in. Let me see what the close is though. Okay. Yeah, very likely we can come back to a reaccumulation period here. So which is actually not bad, okay? But I'm talking about 46.27 to 42.85. More particularly for like maybe the 42.85 area, right in here. And you would it would be wise for you to use this candle wick high here, okay, which would be let's see. The wick high of this candle it's located right over here, you guys. Sorry. 40, yeah, it could be the space between 44 and about 42.85 to actually consider getting long this stock, right? So I'm not actually sure if that's what's going to happen, but the daily is suggesting it. Okay, so let me look at the buy daily and see what it's got. All right, Safe Pop Culture saying it looks good. Thanks, man. So yeah, and it looks like it's very temporary, guys. The buy daily is still suggesting massive upside. Very likely an accumulation period, a reaccumulation here. Look at that 3-day RSI, just moonshotting here. So there's still a lot of potential here for TRKA. And another thing that we should, 5-day RSI also, another thing that we should kind of pay attention to is the fact that, let me see, starting from the buy daily, yeah, the buy daily is just approaching the critical volatility zone, and I'm talking about critical, almost maxed out, almost 100. It's going to start printing these bars very soon, and it looks like we're still suggesting an upside on stochastic momentum. So speaking historically, let me actually see how high we've gone, right? So so it may be limited to this iteration here, and that looks like it went into the 90 percentile, and we're sitting right now at about 82.38. So if that's the case, then this would trail into the 3-day. So check out the 3-day TRKA, barely getting that new curvature to the upside, starting to print that first bar right up here. This is great. Okay, so very likely the next day for reaccumulation, meaning tomorrow, Monday, before a continuation to the way up. So I'm not exactly sure. KYP, what's up? Good to see you. I'm not exactly sure if the downside is going to play out all day, because remember, TRKA has a huge amount of sentiment. So there's a lot of people talking about this, right? So, and a lot of people thinking that they could miss out. So in this perspective, yes, we're looking at technical suggesting a downside, and that is very likely to happen tomorrow. And again, remember the range that I'm giving you, okay? And that was particular to the to the daily. I'm gonna make the box right over here for us to evaluate. Just like this. Okay, very likely we can actually come back and test a space between 42.73 and 44. Which, I really do. I really do think that this is likely to happen. The 8-hour time frame is still suggesting a little bit of bearishness too. See what I mean? Very likely we can actually fulfill that actual touch of the 14-day simple moving average before actually continuing on to that upside. We can even fail it just a little bit, just like these iterations here, and then continue on up. No problem at all. So what I'm saying is that this is just creating. It's creating accumulation and distribution like phases, right? And in doing that, I guess I'm giving you a really fancy name of a bull flag. Right? So like this, like here, it's looking at it like it's doing it again. And very likely to face some upside after we touch this zone here, We still have to get over that top side, guys. Whatever we're facing here as resistance is absolutely tough, and it's in respects to that gap that I was talking to you guys about. I think it was on the daily time frame. I'm already messing with the play here, so this sucks. This time frame right over here, this gap located between September 8th, 22. September 7th, 2022, right? So this is, we stopped right at the resistance here. So I know it's a little hard to see, but this is that candle right over here, and this is it right here. See the cursor all the way horizontally? We talked about this gap when we were first looking at this ticker. I'm very surprised to see over 100 viewers here after I've had all these issues. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate everybody for that. But I have to tell you that I'm very sorry if you've had to deal with Arca having just all these issues, right? So thank you so much, team. Really appreciate everybody for stopping by. So Daniel M saying, thanks for all the work you do for us. God bless you, Arca. Thank you so much, Daniel, and to you, my friend. So let's continue on, you guys. Please remember those targets. Very likely to come back in this zone here, okay? So remember, not all the times will I actually call that bottom or the top perfectly, right? So we're talking about discretionary trading here. So it can come back down and then make the upside move. But remember, that upside move is just has to be beat. The 58.91 zone, that has to be nailed. And if we don't nail that, then very likely we can face what people would call a double top, right? So there is some type of room, there is the potential of a bull trap, right? But we can evaluate this as we go. And with that said, just please make sure, please make sure to honor your stop losses, okay, you guys? So keep that risk management in play, because as soon as we start getting into these really extended periods, especially as we start to lift into this the zone where we face that resistance at 58, right? So that's a very dangerous zone. And in fact, referring to the daily, I can give you one target here for let's see. Yeah, as we get closer into this zone here, the one that we're looking at, 58.96 to here, I'll just highlight the box and it'll give you, there we go, 58.94 and 63.98. This is bull trap zone here, guys. Okay, so that's very likely something can happen here. But if the bulls don't take over, right, so plenty of accumulation room here, we can pump to the upside, right? We can absolutely beat this. But when we're in this zone and not closing above it, very dangerous, very, very dangerous zone for us to be in. Okay, especially when we're as overextended as we've been. Please notice here that on the daily, I think we look at this. We said right here with a yellow trend line, you know, the earlier days when we were looking at TRKA before this run up, we said that historically speaking, we could make our way up on the daily all the way to about 82%. Please look at where we are reversing right now. See? So very important for us to take into consideration our historical price action and historical reversal pivots and points, right? As they are very much relevant. So there was a reason why we put that there, right, you guys? So definitely keep in mind the strategies, keep in mind the little tips and tricks, right? Because they work for a reason. We've been there before and once before, and this overextended, very likely we can find some rejection. Okay, so that's going to do it for ticker symbol TRKA. Guys, please know that I'm not going to put any timestamps with this tonight. It's just been so messed up. I don't know what is what. And in fact, I'm just not even on my normal computer and not even streaming with the real mic, right? So let's go ahead and move on to ticker symbol FNGR. Right, because there's some pretty good opportunities happen here. So please remember, guys, just if you are you know, wanting to come back and check this video out, it's just been a little difficult for me today, so I'm not going to be able to put timestamps due to the sporadic behavior of internet and streaming issues, right? So you guys want to rate it still? Damn. All right, screw it. Let's rate it. What are we rating for the longs? Please remember, you guys. Please remember. D- being your max loss, D+ being your break even. Okay, so very likely reaccumulation zone just to touch bases. 44 to about 42.73. And then we would very likely come back up over the next 2 to 3 days, right, to test TRKA's top, which is that daily gap, and that's gonna very likely top out at about 59 cents. There is the potential to where we can continue on to the upside, but we have to beat it. So check it out. Mark Levitt's giving this a B minus. We have MM with a B. Mark Roach with an A. We have Alex giving it a B. Devin giving it an A minus. My goodness, guys. This is crazy. B plus. We have from nobody, right? JDXL giving it a B minus. Samantha H B. Sebastian Lim giving it a buy rating of A minus to B plus. B plus. Okay, Flow Society giving this an A plus as well. Mark Roach with an A and Dame Time with a B plus. Guys, this is definitely a play that has a lot of sentiment in it, and usually when there's a lot of sentiment like this, that presents the opportunity of higher volatility, which is usually a day trader's best friend. Investor Peep giving this an A plus as well. So also keep into consideration that we are starting the upside pivot here on the 3-day, and we still have massive upside to go. Let's see. So Tucker Weston giving this a C plus. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So I'm gonna rate this as well, right? So Arca A plus for patience, and Arca A plus for effort. Nice, man. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you. This has been a tough stream, man. Very, very tough. Any chance that it won't even go down? Yes. I mean, the thing is that Renaissance Wolf, the thing is that in the markets, absolutely nothing is guaranteed, right? So the only reason I'm telling you that there could be a bull trap, I mean, from the current point where we're in, I'm just going to give you a quick idea of what you're looking at, okay? So you're sitting at about, arguably, right, 51.66. I know it's going to change per broker, right? So Investor Peep saying this is an A plus stock. Very good, very good. So even if we were to top out at the very top side of this gap, which would be at 73 cents, let me just give you what that trade could be from the current position, right? So that is almost a 42% trade to the upside, right? So, and then coming back down to the lower end of what we were talking about, you're looking at 30.5% to the upside. So even if you're not in this for a squeeze play or for a MOAS play, you're making 30 to 40% daily swinging this and just scalping it. I mean, it's a very volatile play too. So the chances of it going down, regarding Renaissance Wolf's statement here, they get larger and larger, those potentials in this zone here. 73.14 to 67.38, very, very strong area for a bull trap. Okay, so I'm telling you the conditions. Okay, the conditions for us to kind of invalidate a bull trap thesis would be to close. I'm really being aggressive here. Like, we really need to close a minimum 8-hour candle above 73.14. And I'm not talking about a wick in here and the body closing up here. I am talking about an 8-hour candle full on above and closing, no wick to the downside, above that 73.14. That would be an ideal situation and a validation for a continuation to the way up. Okay, why would that be? Well, because we would convert this gap. We would convert I think the daily gap. Was it bi-daily, or where was it that we had it? Was it the 12-hour? Forgot where it is. No matter which way we look at it, guys, we have to close above that, okay? If we don't close above that, very, very high chances for a bull trap. Please remember, guys, respect that risk management, okay? So thank you all for rating this. So in my personal position here, I very much see an upside continuing right after reaccumulating in this zone down here. So I am looking at the top side of about a 30% move. Coming down from here is likely to be 50-60%. So in my personal rating, guys, let me just go ahead and do that now, right? So I'm typing in the wrong keyboard, of course. So let me see right over here. So we're going to do a long rating. And if we do, for my personal opinion, right? So if we are able to meet and I'm talking about minimum demand here at 44 cents. If we're able to touch that 44-cent demand, then this is easily a B play for me, right? So I think it's fair. I really do think it's fair to rate it that, because and I'm actually banking on sentiment, because all of sentiment psychology is behind TRKA, which is gonna. I mean, there's a lot of influencers too. I mean, who else have you been looking at? Chat, dive in, let me know. Who are the other influencers that you've been looking at that are actually bullish TRKA? One of the few times that we actually talk about other influencers, but who have you guys actually been looking at that has been bullish TRKA influencers, like YouTube, even Twitter? Like who's bullish this stock? I'm not bullish this stock because of whatever. So Moon Market is bullish this. So GNS CEO is talking about this. Wow, literally that. Look at that. Moderator Hound saying everybody. Yeah, so it's just the sentiment is incredibly behind this, you know. So the stock Dawn is also, wow. Zip Trader is also bullish this. I think Teddy Zane is also bullish this. Devil Stockbroker. So Tony Denaro, wow. Yeah, so I mean, GNS Roger, wow. That's incredible, man. Roger Hamilton actually bullish this stock is insane. And this is why I'm pointing it out to you guys, you know. Avid Traders bullish this. Yeah, that's true. Devil Stockbroker, nice. I think also man, there was one more and I forgot his name, but it's all good. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of put it out here. Ali from Trading Secrets, nice. That one Arca dude. Oh my goodness. So right here in the chat, new channel Flow Society SRJ. Okay, cool. Very cool. Thank you everybody for stopping by. That's very nice of you. Zip Trader, yeah, Trace Trades. Is he even streaming stock anymore, by the way? Even Reddit short squeeze boards, man. So this is why I wanted to bring it up to your attention regarding TRKA. I wanted to just let you guys answer the question, just so you can see how like much buying power this has, right? So Dame Time saying Moon Market is huge on it. So yeah, Insider Financial, guys, it's in everybody is bullish this stock, except that I'm not. You guys know that I'm a short-term trader, so I'm rarely ever holding anything ever since the whole thing happened with AMC when I first started trading. I would never hold again, you know. Just I'm a short-term trader, so this is why I'm looking at the potentials of making 50-60% a day, and within the 50% I can secure an 18 to 20%, you know what I mean, and not have to wait for that whole move. So if I tell you here that we're dipping all the way to this level, let me get this out of the way. If I'm telling you that we're gonna dip to this level here, I can very likely just long this from the 44 cent zone to about 53, 58, and not even wait for the 58 cents. Just because I find if I already covered all commissions for the trade, and I also already covered like enough for the taxes from the trade here, you know, and I'm in California, so they'll trade you. I'm sorry, they'll tax you on the entry and the exit, regardless of your win or loss. So if you're covering all that within 18 to 20%, I'm good, you know. And then especially if it goes to 30 or 40%, great, you know. But in this case, I'm okay. Let's just measure it. If you're talking about entry from 44 cents and looking at a 58 cent exit, right? So yeah. Still, you're looking at a 34% gain. Which is awesome. I mean, that's enough space. You know, it's enough space. Day traders are often exiting like within about anywhere between 7%, even 6%, right? So 6% to about 12%. Day traders, like scalpers. So I mean, imagine making a day trade, right? Like a whole day trade and fulfilling about a 20 to 30%. Not bad whatsoever, and a good place for you to actually increase the value of your portfolio and your buying power too. So very interesting in Webull, actually. That by the way, I'm not I am not going to mention anything about, like, I'm not sponsored by Weeble or Moomoo or nothing like that. So I'm only saying Weeble just because I have like money in there. So when you trade Weeble, it's funny because once you surpass like $2,000, like you would be actually able to short it, to short a stock. Then you would actually, it turns into like some type of weird margin, you know. So be careful with that, guys. If you have more than $2,000 in your account, you'll see something that turns into some type of margin or whatever. And also turn off the borrowing feature. So don't allow your stocks or whatever you're holding be borrowed, because that's how the payment, the order flow, payment for order flow, the PFOF. That's how they get you know, their profits, because of people not setting in their settings to not borrow your stocks, right? So be careful with that, guys. So I like it, guys. TRKA, I'm rating this a solid B. I think it's fair, and I think it still has a lot of sentiment behind it, which is, again, a day trader's best friend. Volatility, trend. All good, all good. So, guys, we have to take a look at ticker symbol FNGR. As there is, I believe there is an opportunity within that. I'm just not exactly sure. Let's just pull it up and see what it's got for us. All right, so a few days ago, I'm not exactly sure when, what's his name? Sebastian Lim actually told me, well, bro, you just said this around 3 hours ago. We faced the downside that we were looking for. Huge volume, right? Good, good. What I want to point out here, though, is that volatility versus momentum are setting up very nicely right here for something that can lead to a very strong upside. So please notice here. Notice what's happening right now. Okay, we're starting to get the signal. So we want to officially fire this, though, right? So we want both of the 14-day simple and the 3-day and the EMA 3 period, right? We want both of these to be pivoted towards the upside, right? Like we don't want just a tiny little pivot. We actually want this to have the one pivot, just like this one here, right? And we have the one pivot here, but then actually favor that upside. So we want that in order for this signal to actually fire. A good thing is that volatility is absolutely critical within the 90 percentile. So this usually presents a very strong opportunity to the upside. So I mean, if that's what's happening, then let's just look at other time frames too. So the buy daily, take a look at the buy daily. We're having that exact same thing too. Critical volatility here. We're max oversold in the Stokes, right? So now this thing can actually start correcting, creating that oval, massive upside, right? So now the thing is here is that this could also lead. I'm not sure of the fundamentals. I don't know what's going on within. Let me get rid of a couple of things here. I don't know what's going on within this ticker fundamentally. But what I can tell you is that if we're looking at a channel here being built on the buy daily, then this could actually face a very strong pump to the upside, but a limited upside. Okay, so if we're on the daily right now, 140, right? So let's just go ahead and take a quick measurement here, because there is an opportunity here actually to make about almost 60%. Okay. And that would likely be to face two resistances. Okay, first of all, the buy daily showing that SMA 10 right over here at about 247, right? So it would be around there, and that's about 76% gain. Let me load up the EMAs as well, and I'm gonna show you what could be the building of some type of bull trap on this too, and this is why. Okay, let's see. So if we're writing a descending channel here, then we're looking at test number 1. So meaning that we still have a long way to resolve whatever has to be resolved within this ticker. So if that is the case, then test number 2 would create, it can still go up above, right? It still has the possibility to, obviously, look at this, right? So, I mean, first of all, the buy daily is already giving us a very strong. Let me just put this line here for the EMA 7. I have a lot of things to tell you here. Okay, so I'm just going to put that for the EMA 7, very likely a resistance. So let me get rid of it now because I need to make some space for you to see what I'm going to show you. Okay, and this inverted cup as well. Let me get rid of it. Wrong keyboard. Oh my goodness. All right, so this gap here from the bi-daily iteration, or the chart, sorry, September 29th, 2022 to October 3rd, right? That resistance is going to be this gap for us to evaluate. Another thing is that you can see that price action has been following this gap very nicely. Support touch here, resistance here, failure coming back down. We test it as a confirmation resistance, continue on the way down. Resistance here, we try to break it, nothing, break it, nothing, okay? Huge resistance right here. This is what I'm telling you, okay? So if we have the potential to make the upside and succeed the outside of this channel, then then that makes room for a very dangerous move at about 377. Do not by any means think that we're just going to go straight there, because very much this zone here with this candle low, that is going to be a very strong area of resistance, okay? And not only that, but if you can take a look at this this upside here that we were looking at for the SMA 10, this upside to 76.58 was the SMA 10, right? That is right where this candle low is, okay? So that would also play a huge role for us to find some type of massive bull trap here, okay? So because remember, we're at test 1 of this channel, meaning that it doesn't come back. I'm actually giving you the warning before you then, before you then make the decision of whatever you're going to make, right? Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, okay? You guys just take whatever I show as just for entertainment, for us to just chilling, stock talking, right, on a Sunday night or Sunday morning for some. So so please notice, okay, that we're going to have these both of these areas as resistance, okay? And very likely to find the highest area of resistance at about 256. If we surpass 256, which is going to be very tough, but yeah, the next area would likely be at about 377. Okay, and I say that for man, there is one more candle there. Okay, there's a few resistances here. This candle wick low right over here is very strong too. Okay, yeah, it very much is. Oh my goodness, we've used it a lot. This is the least likely resistance, okay, you guys? So this would be my second less likely resistance, 321. But yeah, I mean, the upside is coming. It's just that it may be limited to anywhere between 60 to about, 60 to about 83% upside, which is massive. A huge gainer. You know what I mean? This is great. Bi-daily iteration, check it out on the RSI, suggesting limited upside. Very likely to be within this area here, right? We're going to face the resistance from the 14-day simple and then reject. Very likely in here, okay? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that this is going to be an area for shorting. What matters is that we have anywhere between 40 to 80% to make gains here. That's what matters. We look for the opportunity and then we move forward. So three-day time frame starting to prep that massive upside for ticker symbol FNGR, right? So now let me look at the 12-hour. Look at that, 12-hour volatility versus momentum also primed, right? So let's go ahead and look at that 8-hour. Similar thing right here. Except this one, we're getting an upside pivot. And also on an 8-hour is another area that I like to look at candle analysis, right? So please notice here that this is just the epitome of a huge bullish engulfing, okay? So that's just massive, okay? That's ugly, that's dirty. So, oh my goodness, this is suggesting just huge upside, right? So always remember that only because we got this candle, just remember where we're coming from though, right? So it's just, yes, good candle, and a very good cross on the RSI, but always protect yourself, okay? So yeah, I mean, I think this has some pretty explosive upside to go. Lots of time frames. I mean, all of these time frames are critical and suggesting an upside. Okay, so damn, very big opportunity here. Bullish engulfings in many time frames as well. Okay, so if we're gonna face an upside here, this is an opportunity for us. This can definitely launch things to the upside, and very soon. very soon we could see a huge, anywhere between, I'm telling you, 60 to about 80% upside on this ticker symbol FNGR, which I'm not even, finger motion, like, wasn't this a thing a few weeks ago, or I'm sorry, a few months ago? I'm not sure if this was like a popular ticker or one of those memes or whatever, but multiple time frame bullish engulfings, all of the time frames suggesting upside on RSI. Volatility versus momentum peaked and just primed in upside pivots. This is likely. This is very likely that we're going to face an upside. It's kind of insane, actually, to even think about this. So let me look at the 30-minute and 15-minute to see if we have an accumulation zone, right? So 30-minute and 15-minute are suggesting immediate upsides. Bullish, we're straight in the bull strength percentile here within the RSI of the 5-minute, which is, I hate that time frame, but let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that hourly RSI. It's even comical to see that bi-hourly straight to the moon. 4-hour making a very important cross above that 14-day simple. Same with the 8-hour. Jeez. Okay, the 12-hour shows the pullback. Oh my goodness. Guys, so this is suggesting just upside right away, right? So if you when you're looking at entry for immediate entry, you would have to play it maybe on the hourly. Okay, and why the hourly? Why? Because it's not a lot of people are looking at the hourly. Most are looking at the 15-minute and 5-minute and 1 minute, or even the 3 minutes. Try to get an edge for the entry right away. Right, so if we're looking at the hourly, very likely we can actually face a pullback from that 50-day simple moving average located at about 161 to then coming back to test our current highs between 138 and about 145. This zone here would be the get long zone, right? So the SMA 10, by the time that it actually makes this move to the upside to the SMA 50, this would likely be located right within that area that we would look to get long. So that's essentially what I'm looking at here for ticker symbol FNGR. So you would just wait for the bounce, right? So get that bounce and then pull back, and then re-enter that area between about 130. I'm gonna just make the box here, right? Because of course, current highs. So the current close, I think it was 138. Remember, it differs within broker. To the top side of this box right over here, which we can correct, of course. 145, 138 to 145, and you can look, or 139 to 145, right? Take a screenshot right there so you know what that get long zone is, right? So now after this, because we're getting massive upside on almost every time frame, very likely we can touch about $2 within tomorrow's session. So I mean, that's already kind of a big jump to the upside. Even the 1 hour has a gap right in here at about 196. So very likely we can actually face a resistance from 196, come back, test the SMA 50 as support, continue on the upside, and then eventually meet. Let's see. Let's go to the 8-hour again. Let me see the 12-hour. Yeah, we could actually make that 196 touch, revert to about 177, tiny gap right here, use as support, and the SMA 10 would be our support there as well, so that's good. And then we would likely move on to the upside to meet the SMA 50 at about 271. So 271 could be one of the max targets, so be careful, okay? I'm just going to leave that line right here just so that we know. Okay, so that's essentially what I'm looking at. Very good ticker. Now let's rate it. What's up, chat? Let's what are we doing over here? X-Ray Dub, good to see you, my dude. So D- being your max loss, D+ being your break even. What are we rating this? So this is absolutely an astonishing play. Let's see, 65 mil. Yeah, high risk, of course, right? It's just very good. Samantha H giving it an A. Stick Vicious giving this a B+ to an A-. MM giving it an A. A- on Sebastian Lim. B+. X-Ray, man, Mark Roach, good job. X-Ray Dub, good job, man. So A, we got Chris with a B minus, Michael Dixon with a B minus, Ian Tucker B minus, nobody with a B. Damn. Flow Society giving this a B minus. Guys, this is a great. I mean, if you're not a member of the Discord trading community, please consider joining. Right? There's not a. I'm sorry. There's the plays that I put up there on strategy plays. Right? So. I feel like this actually deserves a pretty good rating myself, from myself, right? So I honestly think I'm pretty bullish this ticker, so I'm gonna give this a solid B, you guys, and that's yeah. I feel like there's opportunity here. So yeah. So guys, are there any Arc Masters master students in the chat right now? Please let me know. Say I. I will be sending out, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm going to be sending out your welcome packages starting tonight to about tomorrow. Okay? So you're going to be receiving your welcome package, and you're also going to be receiving the date for starting this thing. Okay? So Miss L. So definitely know, you guys, that you're about to get the date of starting, and also I'm going to be announcing all that stuff tomorrow. Okay, and another thing is that I broke my phone, so it kind of slowed down a lot of what I do, as I haven't been home these last couple days, visiting parents and stuff. So just know that I got my new phone back now. I got a new phone, right? So I'm going to be able to start replying to everybody. So just keep patient as I try to catch up with everything that has been missed so far. So you guys, this is actually I actually have to limit the stream until now, as you noticed on the title that I said 8:30 to 10 p.m. as we do have some things and follow up and prep for our plays tomorrow. Okay. So please make sure to join the Discord. Okay, make sure to join the Discord, and we're going to be talking about the tickers. We're going to be posting up the screenshots of the plays as well. Okay, so definitely expect FNGR to be one of those for tomorrow. Which ticker made you toss the phone against the wall? Just, oh my goodness, dude, no. So, okay, if you guys just want to know real quick, I have this really big, like, puffer jacket because it's been snowing and just, like, it's been crazy weather out here, right? So I was wearing it yesterday, and when I got into the car, it was just way too, I felt like claustrophobic. So I stepped outside. You know, I took my phones. I have a old iPhone that I use just for notes, right? Because they sync with the laptop and the studio computer. So I took the phones out and I put them on the top of the car. I took the jacket off. I went to the trunk. I put the jacket in the trunk, and then I got in the car without grabbing the phones from my roof, from the top of the car, right? So when I drove out, and I'm driving on the highway, you know, I hear like a thump on the top of the car, and then I look in the mirror in my, you know, I'm driving, so I look in the rearview mirror, and there go the phones just all over the road, and I'm like, oh no. I was not planning on spending money for a new phone. I'm literally saying another year. I wasn't expecting to buy another phone for another year. Okay, so, and the phone that I had was a Galaxy Note 9. And I've had it already for 5 years, but I did get the flagship one, 512 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM, and you know, so it was a good phone, and it was still working very well and very pristine. So that thing just launched out of the top of the car. It got so ruined to the point that where it's very difficult to. I mean, I'm surprised that it's still alive, right? So I can barely use it though. So I was trying to reply to moderator Cal yesterday for something, and I couldn't press send. So I found out later that if I just flip this, you know, if I flip it on, you know, do the auto rotate, then there are certain areas that allow me to press send and certain areas that don't. So that's how I was able to get the Smart Switch app on it. And now, if you're curious as what phone I got the 256 gig, 12 gig of RAM, Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, which I think just came out. I think it just came out, right? So I'm actually very, very, very fortunate to my family owns you know, their business and stuff. So they were very supportive, and they said, "Oh no, you know what? Let's just go ahead and put it under the company name, and you can just use it up." And I found that to be very kind for my parents to consider, right? So I'm not gonna absolutely not gonna. They still gave me $800, by the way, for the old phone. $800, AT&T. I'm not sponsored. They said bring any Galaxy phone, any condition, and we'll give you up to $800, right? So because I have the flagship Note 9, and they said that and I literally showed them it's still on, it still works, it responds and everything. It's just it's hard to manage, and it's also cutting my fingers. I have little cuts, because I was desperately trying to create the freaking thumbnail for the AMC video from last night. So that video has that thumbnail, and trust me when I say that I actually bled a little bit creating that thumbnail for that. So just a little backstory for that AMC video from last night. Oh my goodness, man. So, but yeah, guys, I really appreciate everybody for stopping by. I apologize for actually cutting the stream a little short, but it is necessary for us to prepare for our next trading session. I think FNGR is a great play. TRKA is another great play that we should consider getting long, right? So, but but yeah, very nice for the family. So in fact, I only owe them like $200 or $300 because I paid the taxes, which were about 150, and then the $800 for the phone, and so it's only about a $1,300 phone. Only about, right? When have we ever paid $1,300 for a damn phone? But still, it's only about $200, so not bad, right? Really appreciate everybody for stopping by, you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. And yeah, please go ahead and visit the Discord, and you'll catch the plays for ticker symbol FNGR and TRKA and whatever else. But yeah, with that said, you guys, I wish you well a very, very, very good night. And guys, oh my goodness, ADDA Infusion, hey man, I enjoy your live. Are you going to answer my friend Options on Discord? Oh, so I was actually just referring that. I'm sorry. Let me just answer this last question. Thank you, by the way. My phone broke, and I've been out of the studio here, right? I've been out of the studio here in at home. So my phone broke, which is where I usually reply to everybody, right? So I just got my phone a couple hours ago, and I noticed that my inbox is full. So I will try to get to everybody as soon as humanly possible. But yes, I'll make sure to look out for that. Thank you, ADDA. And you know how it goes, man. So, but with that said, you guys, thank you so much again. I wish you all very well, a very good night. And the moderators, I love you all, by the way. All right. So yes. Thank you, ADDA. I really appreciate you. All right, you guys, have a very good night, and I'll catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.